Abortion wipes out entire lines of families.
Hello, my name is Sherry Grevin. I work for Planned Parenthood Marmonte. In 1916 is when the first Planned Parenthood opened. It was a brick building in Brooklyn, and as history tells, there were lines of women for when it opened, that, and they all had children in tow. That in 1916, there were countless women that had children, and they wanted to learn how to plan them, how to space them out, and for their own health and their own family and their own finances, how could they manage this?
My name is Ashley McPartlin. I'm the State Legislative Coordinator for the California Pro-Life Council. Margaret Sanger is a very strange figure in our history. Today's culture props her up as pro-woman and this reproductive rights advocate, when her whole history is founded in eugenics. It's found in very entrenched racism. She supported abortion initially to wipe out minority communities. And it's astounding that today's organizations and pro-choice advocates would completely sweep this history under the rug. This is, again, not pro-women, not pro-people. This is ridiculous. My mom was born 8 years before Roe v. Wade. A woman who didn't have her life together, who was in a very poor state. And she'd made a comment to my mom and her twin sister that had it been legal at the time, she would have aborted them. And she fit every level of the type of person that would get an abortion. She was poor, she didn't have the family support, she was clearly scared, she was young. So had it been legal, my mom and her twin wouldn't have been born. I wouldn't exist, and my child wouldn't be conceived. It's a very, very personal issue, but it also requires that you stand up for your neighbor and the people around you to make sure that they realize that there are other viable options outside of abortion.
When does life begin? And my answer is that I think that's up to each individual person. That I'm not you, you're not me, I'm not the patient in the next room. So what you might believe, or what she might believe, or what I might believe could all be different.
Life isn't an opinion. You don't get to decide if your neighbor exists. That's a fundamental truth. That's the whole reason why we have individual rights, is to protect that right to life. The increase of the 3D ultrasounds, I want to say that this was becoming to be popularized a few decades ago. And at the time, there was a push by, I believe, the Planned Parenthood group and their supporters to limit that, suggesting that it would cause some kind of harm to the baby, ironically. It hasn't been supported medically since. But you see all of these things that would enable women to view their baby, to see what has formed, what is already inside their womb. And you have these special interests that are coming in here and blocking that access. That's not pro-woman. That's not pro-choice. That is fundamentally limiting the choices that they have.
The information that we give to patients is from their ultrasound, and we're not hiding any information from them.
I believe that the heartbeat can be detected as early as 3 weeks.
A heartbeat can be detected as early as 6 weeks.
It can be heard around 6 weeks. And with each advancement that we make in the scientific field, what we're able to see of the embryo of the baby is earlier and earlier and earlier.